Here's our best performing, what all of our best performing clients have in common. Number one, they all have gross margins above 70%. Number two, their returning customer rates are 30% or above. And number three, they have organic channels outside of paid ads that are driving revenue. Something to think about. Do you need those things to get to 100K a month? No. Will you get there a hell of a lot quicker if you have them? Yeah, for sure. And so if you're looking to 10x the business over the next 12 months, you need those three. Well, there's no doubt about it. If you're looking to grow by 50% over the next 12 months and you're looking to get 100K a month in the next year, okay, you probably don't need them, but they're going to limit your growth eventually. And so it's important to know that you really need enough gross margin to be able to acquire customers profitably. And that's why optimizing for maximizing first purchase profitability is really important. And then having returning customers adds so much profit to the P&L because there's no cost to acquire a customer for a second time. They just come back and they buy again. That the profitability of a business literally doubles. And when the profitability of a business doubles, guess what? Have a bunch of free cash flow that they can go and spend on more ads. And if they spend on ads correctly, it results in more growth. And so it becomes this exponential flywheel. And that's ultimately the crux of scaling an e-com brand. And we have videos on this as well, which is shortening your cash conversion cycle. If you can maximize free cash flow on a month-on-month basis, shorten your cash conversion cycle, you will grow insanely fast because you are just buying inventory, spitting it out immediately into cash plus a bunch of profit, and then just putting it back into inventory and marketing. If you can do that at a very, very short cadence, so you can shorten your cash conversion cycle, you'll grow pretty quick. Case studies. For a while, let me actually take a sip of my tea here. For a while, we stopped taking brands on that were doing under 50K a month in revenue. And the reason for this is that in the first year of operating the agency, we did an analysis of all of our clients. And we looked at what clients take the most amount of time and drive us the least amount of revenue. And let's not get any more of that. A great logical reasoning to go down as a service-based business. In fact, side note, probably also do this as an e-com-based business with quantile and decile-based customer segmentation, but that is a complicated video, not for sub 100K a month episode. We stopped taking on these small brands. And the reason is they ask for so much. And this is the fundamental of service delivery that I think everyone learns, which is that the clients that pay the least are the worst clients to have because they expect so much and the leverage doesn't really exist there either. Whereas larger clients will pay immediately on time and their expectations are much lower. This is fundamentally always the case. There's a few exceptions, obviously, but this is fundamentally usually the case. And so we stopped working with brands that are doing under 50K a month. We thought, it's not worth it, right? They take up double the time. We make 75% less revenue. It's not a good allocation of resources to be able to maximize efficiency of everyone, the team, the company as a whole, the growth rate. We changed our opinion recently, which I thought was interesting. And this is what sort of spurred this entire podcast on. This is why I'm making this. Spoiler alert, you're probably not hearing this through an organic podcast directory. You're probably listening to this through Sebastian or myself sending this directly to you because you do less than 100K a month. And we either reached out to you or you reached out to us and we probably can't partner together, but you want some kind of roadmap as to how to grow. We started taking on these smaller brands because we started figuring out actually how to identify bottlenecks in growth of these smaller brands and immediately unlock rapid growth. And so I want to run you through the 5 small clients that we onboarded in the last 30 days. I want to run you through the revenue change and then what exactly we did, because you might have a common issue in your business that you can go and apply straight away. Number one, we took a brand from 40K to 66K a month run rate in the first week of working together. How? They were underspending on Google. They were spending like $10 on a PMAX and $100 a day on Facebook. We just took 40 out of Facebook, put it into PMAX because it looked like PMAX was serving on cold key terms, and we have similar clients in that niche that we know Google way outperforms. Immediately, 68% revenue uptick within a week. So have a look at your spend distribution across Google and Facebook. Look at your competitors. Are they spending big on Google? Okay, you should probably spend more on Google. Number 2, we scaled from 20K a month to 45K a month within the first 30 days. They had no conversion tracking on Google. pretty funny, but their conversion action was triggering based on website visitors rather than actual value. And so they had a bunch of value. It looked like there was a ROAS, but it wasn't. It was just triggering based on people visiting the site and attributing $2 in value every time someone visited site rather than someone that actually converted. They also had no retargeting. And so putting in retargeting across display and then across Facebook and then fixing the conversion action, immediately 2.5x revenue within 30 days, which is crazy. But it just goes to show the importance of having proper tracking set up that's firing accurately. Number 3, brand went from 30K a month to 50K a month within pretty much overnight. What did? We doubled marketing budgets. We took out all of the heavy brand search within performance max. We took out all of the heavy retargeting on Facebook, and we went into cold, and we doubled budgets into cold. We doubled down. Revenue has nearly doubled. It will double over the next couple of weeks, but it's nearly there. Next one, we took from 10K a month. So this is the smallest account we've really taken on in a while. Took them to 20K a month. That was because they were splitting budgets across 7 geos, and they were splitting budgets very, very thinly between Google and Facebook. So once again, consolidated spend cold targeting into one platform. For these guys, it was actually Facebook, funny enough, and it's because they have a ton of creative already, and Facebook seemed to be working to actually drive new customer acquisition. Redistributed, consolidated down to 2 to 3 countries based on historical efficiencies, looked at the store level and the platform level, doubled revenue in like a week. And then the last one here, we 5x revenue. So we went from 3K a month to 16K a month. And the reason here is that they were running just search ads, okay, not the campaign to be running. We have videos on this on our YouTube, which is called Never Run a Search Campaign. For an e-commerce brand, never run a search campaign, FYI. It's going to be the least efficient campaign you could run, always optimized for shopping. And so they weren't running shopping. So it was as simple as taking their budget, putting on shopping, top line revenue 5x overnight.
Thanks for watching that video. If you want to learn more about BlueSense Digital, click the link in the description below. Reach out to us for a free growth evaluation video where we'll map out how you can achieve your financial outcome goals with your e-commerce brand over the next 6 to 12 months.